Hello everyone, welcome to the online session of Basic Electronics. This is Ami Patel from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In this video, I am going to discuss about the AC analysis of bipolar junction transistor, circuits and small signal amplifier. So this is the content I am going to discuss in this particular video. So we are going to see the analysis of common collector amplifier. So these are the steps we need to follow while doing the analysis of any amplifier. So first step we are going to follow is we will draw the AC equivalent circuit for common collector amplifier. Then we will draw AC equivalent circuit using the pi model, that we are replacing the BJT with the pi model. And then we will derive the characteristic parameter of an amplifier, that is voltage gain, input resistance and output resistance. Common collector amplifier circuit diagram is shown over here. You can see the collector is common between input and output. Input we are applying, that is Vs, to the base, and this is a coupling capacitor, and output we are taking from the emitter. So collector terminal is common between input and output. Output we are taking from this emitter, that's why C2 is the coupling capacitor we have connected to the output, and this is the VO. This RL is connected, that is the load. R1 and R2 is providing the voltage divider bias. RS is the source resistance. So input is applied to the base terminal, output is taken at the emitter terminal. In this amplifier, the emitter voltage follows the base voltage. The gain of this amplifier is approximately 1. Whatever voltage we are getting at the emitter is just like the voltage we have applied to the base. So that is why the output voltage and input voltage amplitudes are same and the phase are also same. So it is said that the emitter is following the base. That's why this common collector amplifier, another name is emitter follower. Basically, this common collector amplifier is not providing any kind of gain, but this is used practically for impedance matching because it is providing very high input resistance and very small output resistance, so which is used for impedance matching. Common collector amplifier AC equivalent circuit. So first of all, we have I have just repeated the same circuit of the common collector amplifier with the voltage divider bias, and we are going to draw its AC equivalent circuit with BJT replaced by the pi model. So this is a BJT base terminal, collector terminal and emitter terminal. So this is a BJT base terminal, collector terminal and emitter terminal. So this portion is the pi model of the BJT. Here the collector is being grounded. Whenever we are drawing the AC equivalent circuit, at that time all capacitors short circuited, all the DC sources also short circuited. So VCC being short circuit, that's why this collector is being grounded. So one terminal is clear, that is the collector terminal is being grounded. Now let us take a look at the base terminal. What happens? This is being shorted. So from base we have R2 being shorted and R1 also being shorted. Both are in parallel. That's why it is shown from the base that R1 and R2 both are in parallel being shorted. Okay. And then input is applied over here. This two terminal we will have over here RS, and here we will have Vs, that is given as the input. Now from the emitter terminal what happens? As this capacitor C2 is being shorted, from the emitter we have RE to the ground, that is there. This is shorted, so we have RL also to the ground. From the emitter we have RL to the ground. So this is ground and output is taken across the RL. So this is the AC equivalent circuit with pi model for the BJT. Now for this we will find out the voltage gain. Voltage gain is again output voltage divided by input voltage. So what is the output voltage? Output voltage is IC into RE, where RE is the parallel combination of these two resistors, RE in capital into RL. and that is replaced by shown with the small re. So V0 is the V output is equal to this, and V output is equal to, in place of IE, I have written 1 plus beta into IB. So this is the output voltage. Total current entering the node A is equal to IB plus beta IB. A part of this current flows through the RL. Now we will find out the voltage gain. We have VI is equal to IB into beta RE dash plus VO. We have IB into beta RE dash. This is the voltage across the input. This voltage across this two terminal we are finding, and that is the voltage across this beta RE dash, that is IB into beta RE dash, that is kept, plus VO, because this voltage at the emitter is the VO. Now we will place the value of VO, that is IC into RE plus RL, and we know that beta IB is IC, so just replace this beta IB with the IC. So IC into RE dash plus IC into RE. This is written as RE, and IC is taken common, RE dash plus RE. Now we will find out AV, that is voltage gain is equal to output voltage divided by input voltage, that is equal to output voltage is IC into RE parallel RL divided by here IC into RE dash plus RE. IC and I both are almost equal, both are in the milliampere range, so we will just cancel out this. So we have RE parallel RL divided by RE dash plus RE, and RE parallel RL is just RE, and we can say this RE dash is very small as compared to this RE, and that is why we can say AV is almost equal to 1. That is, the voltage gain for common collector amplifier is almost equal to 1. Now we will find out the input resistance for this common collector amplifier, that is the resistance looking into the input terminal of an amplifier. So and one more resistance, that is RI base, that is resistance looking into the base terminal of an amplifier. That resistance is VI, that is the voltage across this, divided by IB, and VI is given from the previous slide by this equation, and we have just replaced IE with the 1 plus beta IB, and finally we have IB into beta RE dash plus 1 plus beta RE parallel RL, and 1 plus beta is almost equal to beta. That is why we will just write this as beta taken common, and we have input voltage as this. Now we want to find out input resistance, that is the input voltage divided by IB. So input voltage from the previous slide is written, IB gets cancelled out, beta into RE plus RE parallel RL. So RE dash plus RE, this is RE dash. So RI is equal to RI base parallel RB, and RB is R1 parallel R2. So just by putting the value of RB over here, we have the input resistance overall equation as this. Putting the value of RB and RI base, we will get the input resistance equation as this. Next we will see the output resistance, and for finding the output resistance we have shown this emitter terminal and the resistance looking into the output terminal with the input short circuit. So this is being short circuited, and the current source has to be open circuit, so this is open circuited. So whatever resistance seen from this to this output terminal is the RO. So that will be just like this. RS and RB both are in parallel, and that equivalent resistance is in series with this. So it is in series with this, and that resistance is again in parallel with the RE. and here we have noted with the beta, that is resistance transferred from base to ammeter. This overall equated resistance is transferred from base to ammeter, that's why that beta factor is kept. So output resistance is given by this equation. So these are the features of common collector amplifier. Voltage gain is less than 1 but nearer to 1. The input impedance is very high and output impedance is very low. That's why it is used as the impedance matching, not as an amplifier, because it is not providing any amplification. Input and output signals are in phase. That means there is no phase difference between input and output. With this, I'm ending this session over here. Thank you.